Hello, the next chapter. Reproduction versus caring. In species which care for their young by providing food and protection, a choice has to be made. A parent has only so much time and resources. It must decide how much of this should be expended in reproduction, in brackets, generating new individuals, close the brackets, and how much should be spent caring for already existing young. A footnote. Of course, I'm not talking about conscious decisions being made by the organism, in brackets, humans probably accepted, close the bracket. I simply mean that genes will evolve which tend the organism towards the optimal behavior, in brackets, in terms of reproductive success, close the bracket, whatever that optimal may be. Close the footnote. There will be a compromise solution. Clearly, spending all one's time caring and none of it actually reproducing is a poor strategy. Many organisms practice the reverse, concentrating on reproduction but spending no time caring for the new young. Most mammals opt for something in between, producing fewer offspring than they theoretically could, but making sure that these offspring are well looked after and thus have a good chance of surviving to reproductive age. The exact compromise reached will obviously depend on the species and the environmental conditions, in brackets, e.g. available resources, risk of predation, etc., close the brackets, that it finds itself in. Such, in inverted commas, family planning was in the past seen as an example of group selection. It was thought that animals regulated their offspring number so that the population did not get overstretched. In other words, that they were doing it for the good of the group. We can now see that there is a simpler, selfish explanation. Each individual wants to maximize its reproductive success. This isn't just measured in terms of number of offspring, however. If none of those offspring succeeds in reproducing, the parent's efforts have been worthless. Thus, as with kin selection, animals have to weigh up the costs, risks and benefits involved. Once again, we don't see chimps sitting down with calculators. Instead, the, in inverted commas, solution has been found by natural selection, acting to favor genes which tend the animal's behavior towards the, in inverted commas, correct balance. Dawkins concludes the point. A quotation. Individual parents practice family planning, but in the sense that they optimize their birth rates rather than restrict them for public good. They try to maximize the number of surviving children that they have, and this means having neither too many babies nor too few. Genes that make an individual have too many babies tend not to persist in the gene pool, because children containing such genes tend not to survive to adulthood. Close the quotation. Thank you for listening. Bye until the next time.